singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
John Cena is one of WWE's longest tenured veterans, but he's still got plenty left in the tank.
I'll agree with you, Byron. There's a reason they call the guy Big Match John. Really working over the body.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Seth Rollins in some trouble here. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
You hate to think this way, but part of me thinks he might be over his head inside that steel cage.
This thing appears to be slipping away from him in a hurry, guys, and you can bet he envisioned things going much differently for him heading into this match.
Sling blade! Nicely done. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Seth Rollins finds a way out. John Cena with a nice reversal.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be flown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Seth Rollins beginning to stumble a little. The Kingslayer's wearing down.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life.
Cena ready to close it out.
You can't see me.
And the five-knuckle shuffle.
Boom!
Can't waste any time here.
I don't think you have to possess a genius IQ to know that if you're John Cena's opponent, you can't fall victim to the man's incredible power.
Here he goes. Slam down hard.
Rollins fans have plenty to worry about here.
That is exactly what John Cena needed. He's teetering on the edge here.
Corey, many opponents have tried to stay away from the immense power of John Cena and have failed. If a superstar becomes entangled in Cena's cannon-like arms, it's all over.
Now, there are a lot of things a superstar has to watch out for when locking up with John Cena. But if you don't find a way to stay away or neutralize Cena's power, you're not going to last long.
They call Seth Rollins the architect for a reason. One of the most cunning superstars on the roster. He's shown he'll burn down bridges to reach the top of the mountain.
The elbow!
And the slam. We note how Seth has used devious tactics to rise in the WWE ranks. His betrayal of his Shield brothers is a prime example. But Rollins has been on a road to redeem himself from his past deceit.
With his history, it isn't easy to trust Rollins, but he has made earnest efforts towards redemption. The Hounds of Justice can attest to that. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Seth Rollins really picking up the pace now. The Kingslayer looking to burn it down.
Byron, you touch.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
When this guy's on, look out. Clothesline.
Well, that'll leave a mark.
John Cena is measuring.
Big move coming. Wait for it. Attitude adjustment. Wow, that was incredible. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
But can John Cena capitalize? We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
While a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage, they must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Ooh, knocked off his feet. Now that's a takedown.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Oh my goodness, this hurts.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
There's a big reversal by Seth Rollins.
How good is Seth Rollins? And look at the quickness by Cena. Slam with authority.
Oh boy, Byron, it's time for your favorite thing.
I'm ready, Corey. Are you? Are you ready for the 5-knuckle shuffle? Boom! Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
That is exactly what John Cena needed.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end. And look at the quickness by Cena.
Nailed it.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me...
Yes! Unreal performance.
Now let's look back at that amazing action.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well.
Here is your winner, John Cena!
Silver John Cena, he grabs the victory here tonight.
Did you expect anything else?
Now that's having a game plan and executing it to perfection.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree